Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be my final video comparing the iQOO 15 and the OnePlus 15. I have already made dedicated videos covering different aspects of the two phones, so this video is more of a summary. Once again, both of these devices are my own, purchased with my own money, not sponsored. Alright, when it comes to the physical features, both devices are very well built. The OnePlus is a little smaller and has an extra button for custom actions, though I have rarely used it. The iQOO has a nice ambient ring around the camera island, so that adds a little bit of a character. I don't have any special preference for either, though I must say the white variant of the iQOO is much easier to maintain than the black model of the OnePlus. The black model of the OnePlus catches a lot of marks as other materials get scraped on it, and I actually got a couple of real scratches on the OnePlus as well, which is why I got a skin and I covered it with a skin. I have linked the skin in the description if you want to check it out. Speaking of physical features, the haptic feedback on the iQOO is much stronger. The haptic feedback quality on the OnePlus 15 was quite downgraded from the OnePlus 12 and 13. However, I must say that the haptic feedback is better integrated in Oxygen OS compared to Origin OS on the iQOO. Like more actions produce haptic feedback. Accessing the edge panel, swiping on the volume or brightness slider, locking the phone, etc. Both devices also have USB 3.2 Gen 1 5 gigabits per second Type-C ports with display output, and both support my 2 TB NVMe enclosure, which has the ADATA XPG X70 blade NVMe drive. But I must say that the write speeds on the 500 GB variant of the iQOO 15 is much faster and sustains much higher peak write speeds. It may be possible because again it's the 512 GB variant versus my OnePlus 15, which is a 256 GB variant. So it is possible that the iQOO is using a better NAND chip for this, but I'm not sure. I am yet to test the 512 GB variant of the OnePlus, so this may be an unfair test. But yeah, both are super fast. The OnePlus does support the experimental desktop mode introduced with Android 10, but iQOO has removed that feature altogether for some reason. Anyways, both OEMs need to implement the updated desktop mode introduced with Android 16 QPR1 ASAP. Also, both devices have ultrasonic fingerprint scanners, both accurate and fast as hell. When it comes to the displays, I prefer the iQOO. Not that the OnePlus is bad or anything, hardly anybody will be disappointed in the actual real world, but side by side, the iQOO simply packs a more capable OLED panel with more raw brightness output, which makes it the best display for all kinds of HDR content consumption. I have made a detailed display comparison between the two, you can check it out. Bottom line is, the iQOO takes the win in the display category. OnePlus has to enable 165Hz refresh rate system wide, only then I can get behind it. However, for the speakers, the OnePlus takes the win with more fuller sound signature and deeper bass. Take a listen. Okay, moving on to the performance. I don't think I have to elaborate much here as I have covered the performance aspect in depth across multiple videos, so I will keep it short here. If you are a normal user and trying out games from the Play Store and playing them under the developer's intended boundaries, then both devices are going to perform more or less the same, okay? The difference will arise when you go out of your way and try to break the limits and simply try new stuff like an enthusiast. For example, if you download Grid Legends from the Play Store, but you want to play the game in the graphics preset but with 40 FPS frame rate cap instead of the 30 FPS frame rate cap that comes by default, then the OnePlus will pull ahead simply due to the fact that OnePlus allows for higher power limits. So any activity that you perform like emulation, which may require power above 8 watts or so, the OnePlus can provide that, but the iQOO cannot. This is why when you add a cooler to the mix, which is quite normal for bleeding edge emulation, let's say, the OnePlus far outperforms the iQOO. The OnePlus simply allows for higher power limits out of the box. With the iQOO, you have to modify app packages to cheat the system to unlock full power, which is a real hassle, and I don't want to do that on such an expensive phone. I mean, It is not even possible for all apps, particularly the ones which are large and have DRM protection. Very deceptive behavior in my opinion. So for performance, I would give the win to the OnePlus. Both devices are suitable for casuals, but it's the OnePlus which is far more suited for enthusiasts. And at this price, I would assume the phone marketed for gaming should be suitable for enthusiasts. Okay, now moving on to the camera. Here we have a major problem right now. I have already made a dedicated camera comparison video, but the situation is quite a bit worse right now, I think so. I don't know what update caused this, but the image processing on the iQOO 15 is completely messed up. I don't really want to talk about colors much in my camera comparison videos because colors are subjective. But here the iQOO colors are simply weird. Completely botched up skin tones, wrong white balance, bluish hue in the shadows, massive HDR haloing artifacts between contrasting edges. This is true for both the main and the ultra wide. This is one of the worst processing that I have seen in this price range. The OnePlus's automatic high-res shots just blows away the iQOO during the day. Even the selfies look weird on the iQOO. Only the telephoto of the iQOO holds up since it's actually much better hardware compared to the OnePlus. The video quality on the iQOO has also gone down a bit. Initially, if you remember, in my comparison, I preferred the iQOO for video. But right now, the OnePlus is capturing better detail as you can see in this freeze frame. You can watch my dedicated camera comparison video to learn more about the camera performance. But right now, the iQOO 15's camera performance is actually messed up. This needs fixing ASAP. So easy win for the OnePlus for camera right now. Next up we got software, and here I actually never had much issues with FunTouch OS, but with Origin OS it's certainly much better, particularly with respect to split screen or pop-up apps, which is supported across a lot more apps in general compared to FunTouch OS. Lock screen customization is way better now, and so is the quick toggle or control center. That's it. Origin OS still doesn't have the force rotate button for some reason. Also, one time the display was showing crazy red saturated skin tones even though I was in professional color mode. Then I realized that the color profiles weren't actually getting applied. Only restarting the device fixed it. And overall, I still do prefer Oxygen OS. The UI just looks more mature, animations are a bit more fluid, and it has some more useful features like better AI integration in the UI. It still allows external desktop mode and other stuff. You can watch UI comparisons done by other creators. That being said, what's with all the censorship in the AI notepad assistant? Stop that crap right away, OnePlus. Also, the terrifying scenario with OnePlus's latest update blowing out the anti-rollback fuse, causing devices to hard break if rolled back to the previous firmware. OnePlus, please decide whether you want to be a pro-consumer brand or an anti-consumer brand like the rest of the companies. A lot of brands don't allow rolling back the firmware. Samsung has been doing it for years. iQOO, for example, doesn't even allow anything at all. But allowing the device to start the process and then breaking it at the end is crazy. That almost calls for a lawsuit. Finally, when it comes to the battery life and charging, I never did a head-to-head battery drain test, but to be honest, battery life with both of these is just amazing. You will not have any kind of battery anxiety with these two devices. As per some creators, OnePlus typically lasts a bit more, but both provide great battery life. Also, both devices support wireless charging. However, I love the fact that unlike OnePlus, iQOO ships a proper PD charger that not only can charge my laptops, it can also fast charge, that is SuperVOOC charge the OnePlus, super fast charge Samsung, and probably other brands as well. This is a very underrated feature of iQOO phones. So that's it for this comparison, guys. I feel last year when the iQOO 13 was significantly cheaper than the OnePlus 13, you could make a case for both devices. But right now, the iQOO 15 being priced the same as the OnePlus makes the flaws of the iQOO inexcusable, especially the horrible camera processing right now. So I would choose the OnePlus 15 over the iQOO 15 for sure. But to be honest, OnePlus 13 currently selling for 58,000 rupees is the best choice. Alright, that's it for this video guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure to hit like and subscribe, and also consider hyping this video to help me get more reach. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.